Morning guys, welcome back to another episode. Baxter just got done laying a mountain over here next to the side of me, but anyways, he's doing great. If you haven't seen the video, go over to Simply Southern, my parents' channel, and watch their short video. A subscriber said, hey, bring out a squeaky toy and see how he reacts to it. Anyways, he did really good, so go over there and watch their short. Once again, it's Simply Southern. I think it has like over 8,000 views, which is pretty good for their channel. So go there and check it out and tell them that their kid sent you over. But anyways, he's doing better. He actually pooped twice this morning. That's one more time than he normally does. He typically poops like one time a day, but he has been eating more, and that's a good thing. So he's been pooping more, just in case you're wondering. But anyways, the point of this video is just to address some stuff about my leg. I know when I mention it in videos, there's always comments giving me suggestions and stuff, and trust me, I understand that you are saying that as the goodness of your heart, and you do mean the best. And I just wanted to point out some of the things that get mentioned. A lot of the stuff you say I've tried in the past and it just does not work. I've been told to get like gauze pad and put it down in my liner to pad it, moleskin, put socks over my liner, all sorts of stuff. What most people don't understand unless you're in the situation, I know I have people that watch that have prosthetics, and when I mention things on videos, I read y'all's comments. There's people that will say like, hey, I understand exactly what you're going through. I have the same thing. Or hey, my uncle had a missing leg. He went through the same stuff. And on the end of my stump, there's that callus that busted open, and I get told pretty much every time I mention it to, Jared, just take your time, don't overdo it, rest. This whole video is basically going to be about this, so hopefully I can address all the suggestions and stuff. And trust me, I appreciate it. I just wanted to point out stuff, just so you know that I am taking precautions. What y'all don't understand is when the camera's not rolling, a lot of the time my leg is not even on. If I'm staying inside my tent, or if I go over to visit mom and dad's, a lot of times I just pop that sucker off and let it air out and just rest and stuff. And to be honest, I don't think a day of rest would do anything. Even 2 days sometimes won't do anything. You have to stay off your leg for a good week or so for it to completely heal up, and unfortunately I can't do that. I can't afford to do that. This is my job. My job is putting out videos. Yes, I could just do videos like this and just sit there and talk, but I don't like just sitting around and not doing anything. It's driving me nuts right now that my yard is this tall and dry. I need to go get my hose that's on the outside of the fence. It's just about 200 feet of hose I have to go and drag. So right now at the moment, my leg, it still hurts, but on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say it's probably like a 4 right now, which is not terribly bad. Like I said, I've rested quite a bit in the past couple of days, and I have relied on Matt and Dad and Mom to help out as far as like the house build goes. Y'all seen Mom holding ladders. She'll bring nails and stuff to us. Seen Matt and Dad on the roof. I know they don't want to be up there, but we're family, and they know I needed the help. And like I said, I try to help them as much as I can. And I went over and helped Matt plant a bunch of plants and put in a flagpole and other things like that. I go to Mom and Dad's, cooked them some nail guy backstrap, fried up some backstrap. That was delicious. At least I'm gonna say it's delicious because you guys didn't try it out. Made some, what else did I make that day? I made fried nail guy brisket, some air fried potato wedges, and some mac and cheese. I try to go over there. When I do go over there, I try to cook for them as much as I can. Just a thank you without actually saying thank you. And like I said, I'll help them mow. I help mow the family property, stuff like that. And in return, they help me out over here. So as far as the end of my stump goes, there is currently, it's split on the end right where the callus is, and then all around the callus. Don't take this the wrong way, but the best way I can describe what it looks like without actually showing you, it kind of looks like a nipple on the end of my leg. And then you got the areola around it. The nipple part is the callus, and then the areola around it is bruised because I do use moleskin. I get it from either Dollar General, Walmart, wherever they have it. If you don't know what it is, it's just a foam circle with the inner portion of it cut out. You put that over like a callus or a corn or in my instance, like this, like a sore, and it helps breathe. But unfortunately, I put all my weight down on the end of my leg. Every step I take, every breath I make, I don't even know what that song is. Anyways, but it does hurt, but I do try to take as much precautions as I can. And like I said, the moleskin, it has that adhesive on it, and I'm not gonna make this stuff up. I have to shave the end of my stump because I'm a freaking dude. I got hairy legs. Shout out to Joe Biden. Anyways, I probably lost a sub for saying that. Oh well. Anyways, I have to shave the end of my leg because when I put that moleskin on there, that adhesive gets stuck to it, and it's very, very hard to get off when it's a bunch of hair there. And in return, it does rub blisters, and it did bruise the outside circle of where the moleskin is, and also put 2 cuts on there. So it's not a fun thing to do, but hey, it's life. Beep happens is the saying, and I'm gonna try to do my best to take care of myself. Trust me when I say this, I do rest a lot. I use crutches a lot. I use crutches a lot so much that my armpits are hurting. And I understand you're saying, Jared, you're not supposed to put the crutches all the way up in your armpits. I know how to use crutches, guys. But whenever I have this dog right here, I'm not gonna have mom and dad or Matt watch the dog 24/7. I'm a grown-ass person. This is my dog. This is my responsibility, and he still can't walk or stand on his own, so I have to carry him everywhere he goes. So the days I do rest my leg, I have one crutch on my left side, and I have to put my weight on it, so it's rubbing the inside of my armpit here. And then I have, I was gonna say Tucker, there's no way I could look at him. Baxter, I have him on my other side like a football, like a running back holds a football. I have him on this side, and when I walk, I use basically the crutch on my left side as my left leg, and then I obviously use my right leg. So it does hurt my armpits, so I can't use my crutches all the time either. A lot of times I hop around. I have pretty good balance on one leg. I know when I've said in the past I don't have good balance. If I'm on a roof or something, I don't really have good balance, but I can balance on one leg without my prosthetic on. That's how I shower, stuff like that. So if I try to put, let's say another thing, somebody says, put a sock on the inside of your liner. What a lot of people don't understand is that it's a silicone liner and it has to stick to your leg, otherwise it's gonna slip. The best way I can describe it's like a shoe that's too big. If I put too much stuff inside my liner, it'll just start slipping like a shoe. And then in return, it starts rubbing blisters. It's getting hot out here again. We are in South Texas. Last summer was over 100 degrees, probably almost the entire summertime. And when you have a silicone sleeve on, it sweats like a mofo. And if you don't stop what you're doing, dry out the liner, all that, it will rub blisters. So I do stop a lot. I just don't really show it too much on camera. I think I've shown, when the house was out here, I remember showing it one time where my liner was full of sweat and I took it off and just poured it out. That's why I try not to wear jeans too much when it's hot outside, because I have a silicone sleeve on, and then around the silicone sleeve I have my corset. It's a leather corset that's around my thigh. Since I don't have a lot of muscle on my upper thigh on that side, I have to have a leather corset around it, and so you have 2 layers of stuff. And then on top of that, if I had jeans or boxers or whatever else, it adds up and it gets hot in there. So a lot of times I try to wear my shorts and stuff, and like I said, I do take a lot of breaks. I just don't show it too often on video. And shout out to my neighbor over here. He's also missing his leg. He's missing his right leg, but he gave me a care package last time that I mentioned that my leg was hurting. It had a bunch of foam in there, kind of like moleskin. I've used a lot of that. I appreciate them. I use the gauze and stuff. He gave me some kind of hydrogen peroxide or something like that that I used to help clean up the end of my leg and stuff when it was bleeding. But overall, I just want to say I am taking care of myself, and we're going to be working today. And I don't work all day long. I can't do that anymore. I'm not getting any younger. I know I always say about old people on my channel, not knocking you guys, even though some of y'all take it that way, but I'm not a young buck anymore. I'm 38 years old, and my back hurts, my hips hurt, my knee hurts, and a lot of times I got to take it slow. And same thing with Dad. Wait for that truck to pass by. Dad gets dizzy and stuff, and there's a lot of times we have to hold off on doing work in between projects and stuff. So there will be times where there will be little gaps in between videos, and just so you know, we're human. We have to rest our bodies and stuff. I'm not a machine. I can't do like other YouTubers. There's some YouTubers that they pump out like several videos a week building and stuff, and my hat's off to them, even though it's on right now. But everybody's different, and I try not to worry about those other people. I worry about myself, and I know my body more than anybody, and like I said, I do rest it a lot. And yeah, so I wanted to point out a few things. Like I said, I can't put anything on the outside of my liner because these legs they're custom fit, they're custom made, and if I put anything extra, it makes it too tight on the inside of my not my liner, but where, let me see here, let me put Baxter down real quick. Ugh. He's getting a little warm, but my liner has a screw on the end of it, and it locks into my prosthetic, and you can't have anything that's in there because it won't lock in place, and that's how my leg stays on. And so I can't put extra gauze, stuff like that on there. So it does affect everything. And Dad had said something about he got some kind of medicine to put on the end of the stump that's supposed to help heal it. I think that is actually at the post office today, so I'll go by and try to pick that up. But I do put ointment. I use Icy Hot. I use arthritis medicine. Pretty much every night I put it on the back of my knee, and I can't put it on the end of the stump because it will start irritating my leg and start burning it. It just is what it is. And I was telling Mom the other day, I said, when my leg is at the peak pain level, it feels like somebody has a cigarette lighter and just lighting it right on the end of my leg. And then every step that I'm taking, that's what it feels like, just to put it in perspective. And then there's times where I feel great, but like I said, I am taking care of myself, taking my time with all this stuff, and I am very, very, very pleased with how much stuff we've got done on this house. Whether people watch and think that we could be a lot further along, or there's people that say, dang, I can't believe y'all got that far already. And that's what I keep in my mind. I try to stay, trying to stay positive with all this stuff, and I'm human. It does mess with my head. I'm one of those that does not like to sit on my ass all the time. I want to do stuff, and it does mess with me whenever I'm having to lay down and not be able to do work. I don't like when Matt and Dad are on the roof working and I'm not doing anything. Mom will be back here sitting down watching the dog and stuff. She says, you want to sit down? I said, no. I said, I'm not going to sit down while somebody's working on my house unless I'm paying them. Then I'll sit on my ass happily. But I'll stand there and wait until they're done for the most part. And then when they take a break, I'll sit down. That's just how it is. I don't want to, I don't know, I don't want it to come off like I'm ungrateful, or that I'm just sitting back like, yeah, I got them up there doing all the work for me. I get to film it and make money off of them. I don't want it to feel that way to them. And I don't know, like I said, I try to cook food for them as much as I can. I'll buy Matt some beer, why not? We'll have a couple of cold ones after working, and like I said, I'll just try to help them out as much as I can. Most of the time it's stuff that doesn't have to do anything to do with YouTube. So I hope that answered some of y'all's questions, or some of the comments that you guys have made on it. And like I said, I know you are doing it out of the goodness of your heart, and you're just giving suggestions, and keep the suggestions coming. There's some stuff that y'all say that I have no idea about. There might be a miracle cream or a miracle, I don't know, trying to think, the moleskin or something that's the adhesive doesn't stick as much. I don't know. So anyways, like I said, I hope this helps you guys out and lets you know exactly what's going on in my head as far as my leg is going, and the precautions and stuff that I'm taking. So anyways, I do appreciate you guys for watching once again. I try to say that every video, I really do. If y'all don't watch, I can't be doing this. I have to go get a normal job, even though social media is pretty normal nowadays. But just so you know, we will be working on the house. I'm actually about to go and shoot in all the nails around the windows that I messed up on the other day. Like I said, when you have all the OSB up on the wall, you can't really see exactly where all the boards are. So I just pretty much guessed around each of the windows, and there was I don't know, about a dozen or so nails that we had to take out, like I said, that were in the way when we were trying to route it out. And now I got to go back and replace those, which it should be easy to know exactly where the frame is. And then I think Dad's going to come out here later, and we're going to get this house wrapped up, at least the lower section. And then once we get that wrapped up, we'll go ahead and try to finish off the two triangle sections on the side, on the top. So anyways, I appreciate you guys for watching once again, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace. Bye, guys.